Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Kay, and in today's swatch sesh, I'm featuring Sylvanclaw and their brand new collection called Spelunking. So what we have here is a collection of 6 polishes, and these polishes are inspired by the beauty of underground caves. So that is the theme, and I love that. Think stalactites, think hidden lakes. That's the vibe, right? Kind of like the general overall environment of an underground cave. Now, Sylvanclaw, they sent this collection over to me as PR, and they're a vegan brand. They're also cruelty-free, and they're free of several of the potentially toxic ingredients in case you like to support these things. So with that said, let's get to exploring this collection, and then I'll meet you in my editing room for the good, the Brad. I'm keeping that, and the Prugly. Bryophyte Me. We kick off the sesh with Bryophyte Me, a very sparkly apple green polish that is nicely packed with some fun elements. You likely noticed right away that golden shimmer that is abundant throughout the base, as are those green glitters that are also holographic and quite noticeable on the nail. They're actually a really nice size. The shape of those glitters is irregular, but the size is perfect enough to where the rainbow sparkles actually pop, significantly at least, on the nail. Application doesn't feel super gritty, even though this polish had the blessing of a loose hand when it dropped those elements in, but because that base is so translucent, it only has a tinge of green. This is one that will need to be built up. Most of you know that I don't typically move on to a third coat, but I was curious to see the difference between 2 and 3 coats, and I also wanted to make sure it reached full coverage because this is the type of polish that's intended to be worn that way. Ultimately, I think this is a great way to nail polishize moss, which I think is what Sylvanclaw was referring to here, and PS, slap on some GG with this one. Drip drop. Heads up, we have a little gem here, but let's start from the ground up. So we have a clear base that is housing a teal to blue to purple color shifting shimmer, blue iridescent flakies, and scattered hollow, but also gold reflective glitters. What a mix. So as you noticed on that first coat, it is quite sheer, so prepare for that second coat, which should go down quite smoothly regardless of the fact that the base is generously fed with everything I just mentioned. I decided to wrap things up at the second coat because it looks beautiful as is here, but are you seeing how those icy blue flakies are coming through? They kind of look like little sheets of ice across the nail. Luckily, they're not getting absolutely lost in the sparkle party we have going on here. And let's bring out the sun, and by that I just mean a really strong lamp. Notice the reflectives. They have woken up. They are elevating what I thought had already peaked. And I am deeply into this formula. I'm not even a light blue polish lover, but this to me goes beyond color and into the realm of creative use of elements. So that is why I'm publicly drooling over this polish. Drip drop. Walled in. Next up in the sesh is Walled In, which is inspired by cave walls and stones. And, even though I've only ever visited one cave, the overwhelming memory that I have about that single cave is brown. So Sylvanclaw nailed it here, but let's get down to the details. So this is described by the brand as a cinnamon brown color with a linear holographic element and red shimmer. And for those of you who need the extra insight, linear hollow just means that the holographic effect looks like a rainbow in that the hollow colors are lined up one against the other and move in synchrony as you move the nail around, whereas scattered hollow means the rainbow pops are randomly scattered across the nail. So you can see how the red shimmer forces its way through to your eyeballs, which is a really great addition. It may actually appear to give the color a tinge of a maroonish touch, but not really. I'd still definitely classify this as a brown. And with strong direct light, you can catch sight of how the holographic element is reacting. It does a good job at elevating the polish to the level of the other ones in this collection. I mean, imagine if this polish was just a creme brown or a brown shimmer. I feel like that would have made this polish look a little boring in comparison to its very sparkly siblings. Quartzy. Moving on to the pink of the collection, and I'm guessing this is likely inspired by maybe rose quartz because this is a lovely warm pink color, and within that base we seem to get what I think is pink to orange to yellow color shifting shimmer, or maybe just orange to yellow color shifting shimmer, but also tiny particles of hollow scattered throughout that base. It is very sheer on the first coat, so just a heads up, I am aiming for 3 because I can already tell that this color is a bit too close to my skin tone, so I'm gonna push it to the max and see how much it gives back to me. At this point, I'm already on the 3rd coat and final coat. I do see that the color gained a bit more vibrancy. The end result is like a very soothing pink, right? It's very soft. It has a slight glow to it and also that bit of rainbow twinkle, all thanks to that scattered hollow, which makes it a little bit more interesting to look at. She's really not an attention-seeking bright pink, but if you just so happen to catch a glance, no doubt that you will probably find her interesting. I suspect this would pop just a little bit more over a white or maybe even a blurring base coat. Sun Haze. Sun Haze is the brightest of the bunch, and this is the other polish that most makes me question what season this collection is for. The first being Drip Drop. Sun Haze to me is like a vibrant tangerine orange color with a generous hand of golden shimmer. So I'm hoping you clock the sheerness on the first coat. It is quite translucent, so be prepared to lay down that second coat, at which point, hello orange, hi, buenos dia, coverage becomes surprisingly evident at the second coat, so I decided we're good to go here. At this point, you can clearly see what this polish has to offer. The shimmer really makes it glow, and I will dare say that this could be one of those oranges that tempts orange haters, especially if they like eye-addicting, bright, shimmery colors. So, orange haters, let me know down below in the comments, is this polish making you just a little bit curious? Be honest, I will admit it's got me. Secrets below. All right, but how amazing did this look in the bottle? Let's see how it lays down though. So what we have here is an aqua teal jelly base that is in a successful partnership with teal to blue to purple color shifting shimmer and also green holographic glitters. These elements, they have a plan for your eyes, folks. They're getting ready with this second coat, and then it's gonna be a sparkle fest from there. So you can already start to see what they're cooking up for us. And let me also say that as packed as this is, it is laying down really smoothly. You will still need GG though. And now that I finished that last coat, you can see how beautiful they play together. I'm giving the sparkle factor 5 stars. The size of those irregular shaped green hollow glitters is perfection. The rainbow is visible. It's coming through as it should. And here is some direct light, so you get a better taste of those rainbow pops that I'm seeing in person. All of this with just 2 coats. So with that, if you enjoy sparkle, if you enjoy aqua tones, I think this is a polish that you're gonna be very happy with. And those were the swatches. So let's talk about the good, the bad, and the prugly of this collection as a whole, or maybe just a few of these polishes. And I'm looking down because this is where I keep the polishes. I feel like I should start off with this sense of seasonal freedom that I'm feeling with this collection, which actually leads me to a good or a bad, depending on who you are, because I'm not sure which season this collection is speaking to. I mean, we have Quartzy, who's giving me a little bit of a springy vibe. Then also Drip Drop, very winter-ish to me. We have Sun Haze, which is, I mean, this is perfect for summer collection drop. And I'd also say that even Bryophyte Me is kind of doing its own thing with this light green tone. I do understand that some people around this time of the year are really craving fall colors, but I would say the only fall color we get in this collection is Walled In. Now, y'all know that I'm an advocate for seasonal color freedom, and to me, it really seems like Sylvanclaw just went with their muse. They just did whatever they wanted to do. That's what I think based on this color story that we have here, and I dig it. I think it's pretty refreshing. If you only had money for one single polish, I would say look into Secrets Below. If you had money for 2, I'd say look into Drip Drop, and if you had money for 3, maybe possibly look into Sun Haze. Those were the 3 top favorites that I had from this collection. And if you liked what you saw, lucky you, because this collection is available right now on the Sylvanclaw website. These polished bottles are retailing for $13.50 USD each, and that is what 15 milliliter looks like, which is the size of this bottle. Also some scotch tape maybe for reference. With that, you guys, that is really it for today. That finalizes today's swatch sesh. So thank you so much for keeping your cute little eyeballs on this channel. I really appreciate it. I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see you on the new. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching so much. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you.